Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the James Madison Dukes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still full in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man quickly. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
42 Spider, double right.
Running to the left. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Got his man. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any invention. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. The play action fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Dukes.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Finley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Finley. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Final play of the quarter coming. Second and 10, he'll throw again. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had it.
Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start in the second quarter?
Set to advance on the football.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Duke come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Wicks. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where.
Snags it inside the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And the defense drags him down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good...
Touchdown, James Madison. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia State, 14.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Now Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Wicks. That one comes out hot down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking left. Got a man. It's Wicks. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that alone, you know, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Give to the running back. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's busted. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Breeden, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Whips. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great... Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Finley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
He makes a catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. The option look. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's busted. Touchdown, Panthers! And the comeback is on.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the back.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Wicks. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and you could tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback, receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
Georgia State, 28.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position.
1st and 10.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Finley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it left. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights off a defender. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles. Really good ball security by the running back.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
A little release to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab on the left. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Trying the left side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Rides to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to throw on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Boston. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and